Hey, Red Jet, how you doing today?
Hi, happy Tuesday. What's good?
Happy Tuesday. It is a day after Memorial Day. We get ready to warm it up a little bit because
Yes.
just before I was getting ready to go on, a lot of stuff happened. So uh, let's get into the Terror Dome, ladies and gentlemen.
Turn it up, Gino.
And we're back at 1:37 in the PM on
Woo,
5/26,
woohoo, woo.
2026. We's here, myself, and Red Jet Shell, ladies and gentlemen. Red Jet Shell, Red Jet Shell is in the building. Y'all give a round of applause. Come on, I know y'all got more love. Show your love for Red
Yes.
Jet Shell.
Oh,
Show your
you're
love.
fine. Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Show your love. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, because I got the button. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Red Jet
Everybody's in
Shell.
the clapping mood. You're in the clapping mood.
Red Jet Shell. Red Jet Shell. And why y'all all in the clapping mood?
Sexual
I'd like
chocolate.
y'all to shout out Reverend Brown. Reverend Brown been my
Reverend
Reverend
Brown, let's go. Yeah. As
for
in
years.
Reverend Mike Brown of the New York Knicks. How about those Knicks?
The
Wow.
Knicks,
Oh my
shout
goodness.
out to the Knicks. They are in the finals. Let me give them an air horn or two. The
Woohoo! Go
New
Knicks!
York Knicks is back in the finals
Yes.
after not one,
Not
but
two.
two sweeps
Yeah.
in consecutive order. They on a
Yeah.
mission. Shout out to Brunson
Yes.
and all the boys on the New York Knicks. Let me pull up that stat line. As a matter of fact,
Boy,
that
they aren't. I mean, can we just give them a shout out for Game One of the Eastern Conference Finals? Like you start the third quarter being down 22 points, or was it the fourth quarter? Excuse me.
that would kicked it
And
off. Yeah, they were down 22 points with 7 minutes and 36 seconds left, and they came back. I mean,
Jesus Christ,
they
I don't
walloped
think
them.
you'll ever see anything like that again, right? Ever.
In the finals, that's really hard because the
Yeah.
team that you're
Right.
playing is probably a high caliber team,
Right.
and if they got you down, they're gonna put their foot on your neck. But these mugs just won't play it. These mugs,
Yeah, I think they were finally sick and tired of being sick and tired. And hey, good for y'all. Go for it. Go get it all.
I like it.
Me too. Mike Brown is amazing. He was the Warriors' assistant head coach for a number of years, and he did very well with the Kings. Why they dealt him away, I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. Um, I love what I'm seeing. Brunson, Bridges, Cat, and goodness, I mean Shannon, and so many guys. They're just man. I wish it was my team. Don't you wish it was your team right now? Like,
They
damn,
get that, man. And I explained to you the last time we talked. I feel a certain some kind of way because they've been waiting for 50 years as we
yeah,
have been
yeah,
waiting for 30 plus now,
30,
31.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you
Been a
know,
minute.
you feel it coming. You feel it,
Yeah,
pause. You
do.
feel it coming. Pause.
Pause.
You're, you're a step away. All I say is, fellas, hey, put it all out there, man.
Yeah,
Ball like
yeah.
your
Play
hair
hard.
on
Yeah,
fire and bring it home because it's nothing that
yes.
hurts more than losing that chip at the end. It's not,
Right,
no,
right when you had right at the last possible
I
second.
I don't
Isn't it?
want
I mean, I hope that the Niners are sick and tired of being sick and tired like the Knicks. I
that's
really do because
that's
I'm
what
just
you gotta do.
that's
That's
all I'm asking.
you. Exactly. That's how you gotta embrace it. You gotta know that,
Yeah,
hey,
you do.
this stuff don't come around every day. They'll be talking about, oh, don't worry about it. Wait till next season. Oh, we'll get them next year. There'll be a better
We,
draft
we
class.
made it this far, and yeah, we did,
Yeah,
and
I'm
and yeah,
happy.
and it does count, and they're right.
It was
Yes,
a
it's hard to get to that point,
success.
but we do not buy conference champions,
I,
attire, right? We don't buy that gear. We buy Super Bowl champions
that's
gear.
what we don't put that
Stop me
on
when
the
I'm wrong.
wall,
I'll
man.
wait.
I don't put the
But you know what though? To be fair to the Knicks,
championship.
I'm sure they're buying Eastern Conference
Championship game. I don't put conference championship games behind me.
No,
We just got a very, very high standard. It's nice. I'm not complaining, but I need a little more.
Oh yeah. It's. I mean, with this season is going to, of course, not going to be easy. I mean, we start 7,000-8,000 miles away, 14-hour flight. So do those things come into focus? Yeah, sure, of course they do. I mean, let's be real. I mean, they're starting on Thursday, September 10th or whatever it is, and then, but it's also the next day in Melbourne, Australia. So they're losing a day right off the back. You know what I mean? And yeah, we get a buy. I guess we get a buy something or other, but as soon as you come back,
we'll play on the Thursday. Right back into it. Yeah, we're going to play on the Thursday, so we'll get that theoretically that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll get into the week and play again next Sunday. But man, it takes a long plane rides, dude.
Like, this game should be like a NFC conference championship game. I know I hate to, hit the ground running, but we literally are hitting the ground, running. We're hitting the ground flying. You know what I mean? Like seriously, because we're starting off without Kittle. You're starting off without some other people. I mean, yes, we get Warner and we have Greenlaw. That's amazing. I'm not complaining, but if there was ever a time to utilize the people that you just drafted, now's the time. If there is a time to add to the CMC arsenal, do it. You got some people. I suggest you use them because we are also starting without Sky Moore, which I'm gonna miss because man, what a great returner we had, right? I mean, Arizona game, he goes 98 yards. Gee, wow, at home no less. And that was a home game. So
I call him Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy.
Yeah, nothing is ever. But I agree with you on a lot of things. Usually I have a counter, but not today. Only because I feel the same way you do. I think a lot of people are on the same boat as far as the sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have the arsenal. You have a whole gun chest, right? You have multiple different guns in your chest, in your trophy chest. Use them.
Your arsenal, yes.
Arsenal, yeah. Use them.
But you got you got to get that chip, man. You got to get that chip.
It's done.
It takes improvements, and it takes a lot. So much has to fall right for you, man. Especially Kyle. He got to have it exactly right. He got to have the sheet music put up nice. The piano has to be a back.
Right. It has to be perfect, pretty much.
It's gotta be everything perfectly set up with great players, and then we got this chance, and hopefully you won't see Patrick Mahomes. So,
well, I mean, you have a saving grace with that too. I mean, right? He's not going to start until I think around the middle of the season. I know they're talking about week 1, but that's an ACL, and it happened kind of later in the season. So, saving grace right there. But I hate to say it, but God, he's Kermit and he's bionic.
Amen. Crap. If you have the mind of everybody else, you have the mind. I'll just say, it didn't stop the Eagles and the Bucks. That's all I'm saying. Eagles and the Bucks beat them, but for whatever reason, teams that we beat, but somehow they can put it together, but we can't. And we use, but it was Patrick Mahomes. We lost again. No,
we beat ourselves in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We didn't lose. Look, we didn't land on Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes landed on us.
We landed on our own selves.
Oh my God.
In the chat thus far, let me shout out a couple of young whippersnappers, Golden Domers, if you will. Tid VRC Omar or Tid Gomar, Tavrikamar, You, my dude, you here with me? You jamming with me? What's up? Hello, faithful. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, it's like my
Sounds
boy,
like Jonathan
John
Witherspoon. Bang, bang, bang,
Witherspoon.
bang, bang.
Yeah. Niner Gang podcast. Good
Hey.
morning, Jet and TD. Niner Gang, I need you,
Nice
man.
avatar. See, his avatar is
We
pretty cool.
have to do this. We have to do this, please. Shout out, hit me on Twitters, or an email, or call Twitter. Do something because we got to put our show together. And but talking about putting the show together, ladies and gentlemen, Regal Eagle out there, Jay, the Regal Eagle podcast. Oh, look at the yin and yanger.
F you and your green team too. Oh my God, I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah, as I mentioned, as this alludes to, it says Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch frequently give highly candid, transparent press conference and sit-down interviews regarding the 49ers. I know. This one lately, and I'm going to pull it up here. I had to clip it up today because, and that's what prevented me from coming on a little earlier. It was posted, and let me give all credit, because this is what proper journalism, when you wrote your bibliography, you give credit to people where it's supposed
your reference page, right?
Yes, your reference page. Yes. Put it in the cliff notes, put it in the bibliography, use the Dewey Decimal System.
Oh, wow.
I was on Niner Gang podcast. No, I was on Niners Wire today. Niners Wire. Okay. Article written by Mike Masala. Okay. And at the end of it, it has an interview on the now great Tom Tolbert. Tom Tolbert sat down on an interview with Kyle and John. I have some clips from it, and he asked some really provocative questions, some really insightful questions. And they were drinking a little bit in the backyard, and their hairs were down. Pause. And they really let you know, not that you may or may not agree with it, but they let you know really what the real is on some of their decisions. Some of this you may already know. And for some of this may be affirming, and for some of this might be, man, this first time I didn't realize they did it like this or heard like this. Right. It was a very, very, very good interview. Let me pull it up in my repertoire. This was initially my my docket for today. We're gonna talk Kyle and John. Dante. Oh man, Dante Whitner, he had it again. Dante Whitner. We'll talk about Dante. Oh, Dante. Dante will get it in. My question, and I kind of wanted Dion in here for this, is Kyle insulated, and how does he insulate himself? And have you seen insulation in the past? I'm going to go into a little bit of evidence.
What you mean by that? Okay, yeah.
We'll get into that. And Lynch does a really good job of free agent signing, not as well on the draft to me. Not as well on the draft, but he will sign some free agents. He will sign some very good free agents. That's his repertoire. So he knows a good player. And then shouting out the great John Chapman in his podcast. John Chapman, friend of the show, does wonderful things. Get your tickets for 49er Road Rush. When we go on the road, man, he sets you up. He gives tickets and everything. More to follow on that as the season gets closer. But he spoke about something very, very telling to me. Just from how we're drafting, how we're signing free agents, we're becoming a more pass first team than we are run first. And
Okay.
I kind of see where he's going there because I totally agree. Every indication is saying we're just trying to be a little bit pass happy. And in the past, not saying you can't go 17-0, but in the past, from my recollection of what I've seen and the history provided, I can only give it to you as an analyst could and should. We've been better running that ball more so than throwing that ball because the run sets up our pass really, really eloquently and really, really sufficiently and really, really efficiency. Just saying. But every indication is saying we're trying to go more to a pass it versus run, set it up, hit them with a pass. Run, set it up, hit it with a pass.
Right.
And just checking things out. But first and foremost, let me remove that. Reg, what's on your mind while I set my little things up here?
What's on my mind? Well, while all is quiet, thank God, we can take all this stuff in from the draft and the free agent, kind of put it into a bag, right? And kind of take it in for what it is, right? We did, like you said, free agent seems to be where the luck tends to work in our favor, right? The luck kind of shifts on our side versus the draft, where it's like me. And you know me, I'm the biggest pessimist on the planet. I'm just like, they didn't pick me. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, right? So I do hear what you're saying. I do agree. Kind of been on my mind too. But we do have the OTAs, I believe, coming up. And then you have your training camp also coming up. So some stuff to look forward to in the month of June and probably July as well. So it's going to be some busy days and weeks and stuff ahead. So a lot of stuff to, positives to look forward to. Look forward to. Kittle does look good right now. I mean, the man is bionic, so I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him week 1. But then I'm not, that's one of those I'm not expecting it. So, yeah, you got some stuff that on your docket that's got me kind of interested because we did sort of kind of talk off the camera about it was off the topic of football. We did talk about basketball for a little bit, so that's kind of
I love some b-ball. We gonna get back to that b-ball. Those Knicks is ready, and OKC and Spurs, that is going to be a squallered out dog fight for these.
Whoever wins in the West, that's going to be great.
2 out of 3. Yeah, they some beasties from the West. Where the West got the best, the East got a beast. It is what it is. Let me run this first part of the interview, and I'll try to skip through a little bit. I don't want to violate any YouTube. If you haven't seen the interview, please go. This is Tom Tolbert Show, the Tom Tolbert Show. He does a really good job. These guys are sitting down, drinking a little blueberry drinks and a little warm toddies or cold toddies, as we were saying. John and Kyle sitting down there chilling. So let's
census big board was. Unfortunately, I do know now. I don't know if I'm all that impressed, but talk a little bit about the draft, both of you guys, and how you go into it and how you view what others are saying versus, hey, what's in the building is ultimately all that matters, and we don't really care what anybody else thinks.
Yeah, I think it's kind of emblematic of a much bigger subject in today's world with all the information out there, all the data, all the gurus, with our phones that are doing draft and becoming draft gurus and draft experts. Like that's all fine. That's cool. It's a lot of people live for it. I used to get into the draft as a kid. My dad, I remember it used to be on like Tuesdays. It used to be midweek, and my dad used to pull me out of school, and like we didn't get out of school much, but my dad would pull me out of school. I'd have my sporting news, and I'd be trying to chart the Chargers. I was a Chargers guy. And we try to do that. Now there are so many people that dive into this, and so everyone's got their own opinions. But you said the consensus big board, whatever the heck that is. The consensus that matters to us is the one that's within our building, and that doesn't mean we don't listen to other people. And we obviously we check our sources. We believe in our scouts. We have a great process. I think one of the best things we've done is the way we work coaches with personnel. And some people say that. I think we truly do it. We think we have a really good process that has unearthed some really quality players over the years. So you understand, first of all, that when you're trading out of the first round, that's not going to be really exciting for the fan base and all that. But, we had a method. We knew what we were trying to achieve. We wanted more picks than the 6 that we had. We wanted to infuse some more youth into our team. And so then you go down to the players that we had consensus, and that means personnel, that means coaches, that means R&D, analytics. It means throughout our building, and we had really great consensus conviction on the players that Stribling was the first player we chose. And I can tell you weeks later, and we've now had a chance, we're just out there in t-shirts and shorts, but we really think it's going to be a really healthy and really good draft class. And I think we did the same thing last year. So we're excited about it. And I think you just have to turn off the noise and not really kind of become immune to everything that's out there and everyone's opinions. And I think the answer is we'll see in a couple of years, right? Because that's when you know.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a draft, went out there and watched him in shorts and looked and went,
we're in trouble?
We suck. We're brutal.
I don't think anyone has.
Brutal. Just turn and walk away. Go, I can't watch this. So how do you view the draft? Because I talk to Steve Kerr about this all the time, and I say, how involved do you get in the draft? He goes, not that much. He goes, I'm coaching. He goes, we have people that do that. He goes, I get involved like when at the end of the year, but I don't. I'm coaching my team throughout the course of the year. I don't have that much time to really pay attention to college. You probably have a little more time than they do at the end of the basketball season, although not this year for them. How involved do you get? How tough is it to follow guys immediately at the end of the year? What is your role in the draft?
I'd like to have an opinion on anybody that's going to join our team. It's very hard to get an opinion in a month. That's why we spend a few months on it. But it's still hard just to go off that. That's why we have people who do it all year round. But if you only do it from a personnel department, or if you only do it from a coaching perspective, you're doing half of it.
Yeah.
And there's things with that we need to, it's not all just on the film. I think the main stuff you can see on the film, but you need guys who have been in their schools, guys that know what make these guys tick, guys who have talked to their coaches, guys who've talked to other players, guys who've been through this routine over and over and over again. You get a coach who's only been in one situation. He might see a guy one specific way and can't open his mind for other stuff. But then he gets fired or promoted and he goes to other places and he has a different situation. And now he's got to learn how to see players in a different way. And he eventually does.
Yeah.
So you got to take everybody's opinion always. But I think it's very important that we have a good idea of it. I mean, if they have someone who they really like how they look, as in the personnel department, but it's really hard because the coaches can't envision how they fit in their scheme. Gosh, I see why you think this guy's talented, but I don't see a route that I want to put him on.
Yeah.
I don't see a type of running play I want to do. Or same thing with defense. If you kind of have that, then that isn't a consensus. And those are the guys you got to stay away from. And that's where I feel we try our best to avoid mistakes by all being on the same page. And my biggest thing when it comes into listening to everybody else, I think that's really important for one reason, to get an idea of where people are going.
Yeah.
You need to.
All right.
Okay.
Very telling. They gave us how committed they are to their process, and they're very, very committed to their process. They are drafting for fit. In the ways of drafting, you're looking for best player available or out of need. And then there's this third category called fit. They really want a guy to fit with their scheme and what they are looking at and what they feel they need versus the traditional sense of the word consensus. And consensus means there sites like Draft Buzz, PFF, Mel Kiper, different people with different system. Walter, I think it's Walter something football, Draft Tech, I may have mentioned already. They look at these players coming out and they say stud, ranking them 1, 2, 3, 4, best at their positions, best at with all the intangibles. They ran a good 40 and they line them up 1 through 260, 265. They just put a score on them. And you take the overall consensus or the average of where a player has been fit, and you say to yourself, okay, he should be picked. He looks like a first rounder. He looks like a second rounder. He looks like a third rounder. I myself personally went to 5 or 6 sources, had several mock drafts, and I looked at this stuff top to bottom and listened to the people who make really, really good decisions, like a Steve Smith, who you were born the same day as. Steve Smith said he looks at receivers and he could tell you, hey, this one, I think he got it. This one, I don't know if he got it. Just
he does have his observant talent.
He's is receiver guy.
Yes, he is.
And I hold him in high regard, along with some other people. Some people are good. Some people are good with DBs. I look at them all, and they tell me, along with me watching film and highlights of the same players, okay, yeah, I see why he ranks. Oh, he's 6'4". Oh, he ran a 4.2. Okay. And looking at that field, he moving faster than everybody else. So I get somewhat insulted when people say, "Oh, you don't know what you looking at."
Okay.
I damn sure do, because I can tell you when you got a good player or not, looking at what this guy is dominating out here.
Go, please, because I'll counter when you're done. But go ahead.
I know what the hell I'm looking at. I know this guy's throwing people around. This guy's blocking downfield. This guy is running faster than everybody else. This guy took over games. I know what the hell I'm looking at.
You do. Now can I counter?
Okay, you go ahead.
I have to counter, and it's not a bad counter because I'm in agreement with you. What you see versus what they perceive, 2 different streets. It's like the corner of, excuse my French, fuck around and find out, right? Right. So, and the reason I say that is because how I'm looking at the draft versus how you're looking at it. Obviously, we're on 2 different wavelengths, TV. You know that, right? I know as much as I'm, other than that, remember that one year I wrote down the notes and how tall he was, the reach, and what school, and blah, blah, blah. Remember that year? And I wrote it all down, right?
Yeah.
That for me, right? And I'm sure in some areas, some aspects for you too. The word that stuck out in that interview with Tom Tolbert was the word fit, right? So we can look at these guys and go, yeah, this looks amazing. This looks great. That looks great. All those things are I'm in totally agreement. My only problem is that key word being fit. Now you can see it for what it is, and you would be damn correct. I think whoever's in the chat and all of us that have known you, talked to you, been on the show with you, and everything like that, would have the same ideas. Would have the same thought process, right? We're all gonna say that same freaking thing. And if Dion is still in the chat, I think you probably would say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk about the word fit, that's my counter. You're right But that word fit is effing everybody up at the corner, F around and find out. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then also, too, TD, we know you know what you're looking at. You played. You know what I'm saying? You played. So you saying that you know what the hell you're looking at is so redundant, it's not even funny. Why? Because they've never played. They're not looking at it in the scheme that which you're looking at it. Perfect example, Fluffy Eagles, Dennis. Perfect example. An even better example.
Shots fired on Dennis.
No, but seriously, like, if you're gonna learn anything, watch their show. Michi, exceptional example, right? Like, if you really want to see things from the perspective that which you and these other brothers I'm talking about see it, that's where you go to, right? But when I'm sure they may agree with me to an extent when I say the word fit, because not everybody's gonna fit. Just because they look good and their film is outstanding, they get on the team and they don't mesh well with the other players, the other coaching staff. They don't mesh well with Shanahan. You got to remember, this Shanahan dude wants to be friends with everybody. Look at how he was looking on Tom Tolbert. You could take that interview and spin that so many ways, right? You could spin that block over and over and over again. I'm only saying that because how we're looking at the player is really unfortunate, because we're not looking from that lens of how we look at the coach and how that person is going to fit. Because the draft almost never goes well for us. Free agents tend to, because they've already played.
You said something there. The draft almost never goes well for us. if you're continuously doing the same things.
Yep. See? I know, TD. I know.
Result.
It's a pain in the butt, isn't it? I'm sorry.
What is that the definition of? And Callie Young, ladies and gentlemen, Callie Young in the building. He says Steve Smith also likes the Stribling pick.
I do too. Not gonna lie.
Okay. All right. I want to show y'all something. This won't gonna be the next slide, but I want to show you a little something, because
slides today.
Because one thing about Terradome, y'all said
slides. We got Hawaii slides, right?
well, hold on, here you go. Terradome takes notes.
No, TD. Not only do you take notes, you keep receipts.
I keep the receipts.
Yes, you do. Yes, sir. There you go.
And what I did was put this on Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel has been very good to me. Since I was a PFC at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I've been using Microsoft Excel, and I'm a guru. I write down my notes, and I will keep it. Now, Steve Smith has subsequently came back and says, "Oh yeah, I like that Stribling pick." But prior to April 26th,
did my Taurus do something wrong?
2026, ain't nobody do nothing wrong. I just we sometimes we have what's called revisionist history. Amen. And we can go back in the time and correct ourselves up a little bit. But I want y'all to see what I got here.
We got receipts on the Taurus.
I can only share what I got. Where my window at? Right?
Not the window.
Here?
Window. Remember that.
Here go my window.
I
want to direct y'all attention. This was Steve Smith's big board. Top 10 ranking for receivers.
You don't see Stribling on there, do you?
Talk to me.
Boy.
Talk to me.
Wow. Okay.
Come on.
Now.
Hey, it's easy to sit at the finish line.
Oh, not the finish line.
Of the Kentucky Derby. and then tell you who won the race.
Yeah, sounds like
I need you to win the money. See, to win the money, Red Jet, you got to say what it is prior to. See,
you do, yeah. You
see,
gotta be able to call that, right, and own it.
Prognosticating here. You should have gave me some inclination on. Ain't nobody say nothing about no stribbling.
Okay.
Prior to.
What
see, I kept the notes. Am I losing anybody? Is everybody still here? Shout out to Miss Tanisha in the building. I hope I ain't stepping on no toes.
No, I don't think you are. No.
If I am, put a little padding in it. Put a little padding in it. But that right there was his top 10 prior to.
So okay, so my
the
question
draft.
is,
Go ahead.
yeah. So you said April 20-something 2026.
Whenever the draft was, April 20. It was the second round of the draft, so it's the second day. The first day was the 25th.
The 23rd.
The 23rd? Okay.
Yep, 23rd.
So it must have been prior to
No, TD. I'm sorry. 23rd, 4th, and 5th. So the 24th. That was day 2. You're right. My bad. Day 4. Day 2.
It was day 2. It was the first pick of day 2. It was the first pick. It was the 33rd overall. And just so we don't get it twisted, I kept some more receipts. Amen.
Oh my Lord. Okay. All right. That's how you feeling. Look at this beautiful strong J. TD. Let's go.
These are the P on your column A. Those are the PFF rankings on column A.
Okay.
And then if you move all the way to column K, L, M, N, that's how it actually turned out.
Okay.
All right.
Look at you.
So let's run it on down here. Now, some of us have problems with the term reach. Right? Reach.
Okay.
And I understand that, reach is meant for that first column or that first group of players. They ranked them this way because they thought the draft would go this way.
Right.
And on columns K through P, this is how it actually turned out. Now it's going to be plus or minus a few. It's going to be, I get it. But they're going to be damn close. And sometimes it is spot on.
Yeah.
Every now and again, you'll see the same names pop up. Caleb Downs, he was ranked number 1 on PFN, but he didn't actually go until Caleb Downs, number 11 for the Dallas Cowboys. Arvell Reese was ranked number 2. He didn't actually go till number 5 with the New York Giants. Stuff like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Reuben Bain was ranked pretty high, but he went a little bit lower. Such as
I said, give or take. Yeah,
give or take 7 slots, 6 slots, depending on what you need. Fernando Mendoza was ranked 5th, but he went 1st overall, and just stuff like that. Let's get down to 33. Let's get down to 33. All right, here's Deshaun scribbling, and I hope y'all can see it. I will highlight it in a nice fuchsia.
Okay, we got the lavender going on. Okay, I see it.
He goes number 33 overall.
Yes.
Now, mind you, number 33 overall for Texas A&M was supposed to be Chase Besantis, right?
Okay.
A&M over here to your left.
Okay.
But he goes 34 to Arizona, which is relatively around the same,
Yeah, about the same.
That's pretty close. He was supposed to go 33 and he went 34. But Deshaun scribbling.
Oh, he's low rank. Ooh, okay. Look at you with your receipts.
I
And so colorful too. I'm loving this.
along this list, boo, I couldn't find them.
Oh wow! I mean, the rankings are getting lower and lower and lower and lower.
I couldn't find them. I was going to show you on one list. Maybe it's PF. Maybe it's Draft Text. Maybe it's Draft Text. I did the same thing over on Draft Text. Now, Draft Text is a consensus of all the consensuses, and they were going spot on for a minute. Fernando Mendoza gonna go first. That's who went first. Jeremiah Love was ranked third over here. He went third overall. It's really, really close.
That's pretty close.
It's really. Here's Deshaun Scribbling. Here.
Okay.
Right? On this list over here, as for projected, I can't find him in the top 100. So
is that him right there? Yep, I found him.
Where's that?
80, number 81.
There it is.
Yep.
You're right. 81.
But he went 33rd. Okay.
That's what we mean by reach. When it's way out of when I can't find him on one and he popping up on the other, he go 33, but he was 81 on Draft Tech, and maybe even PFF had him. One list had him 100 and something.
Right.
I forgot which one I had. Maybe it was Draft Buzz. I took all of them. Buzz, PFF, Draft Text. I just wanted to be somewhere in the neighborhood, Jesus, of who is going to go 33. Anything along here. If they were available at 33, I was thinking this is how you gonna go. That's what I meant. That's all I meant. And this player here was available. Denzel Boston. Can y'all see that? Or is it? Denzel Boston was available he was supposed to go around 30. Emmanuel McNeil Warren, which we need a good safety. He was available.
Right.
But we went all the way down to
what
was it 80?
The non-reachable, right?
That's all I'm saying.
Down.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And to feel like you got some special elixir or some, some way of doing it
right
different from everybody else. And then question me about my, well, y'all just don't know. We got a special super secret formula, which ain't nothing. Everybody know the secret sauce is tartar sauce with mayonnaise and ketchup. That's what the special ingredient in this special sauce for a McDonald's Big Mac is. It ain't nothing but it ain't nothing but Thousand Island dressing with some ketchup in it. You ain't really got a secret. It ain't, come on. Who are you talking to?
Right now, I'm talking to the guy that was pissed off about his order at the McDonald's drive-thru.
Just saying.
I had to mess with you.
In the terms of secret, I mean, you know what Victoria's Secret is?
Oh,
it's the woman inside the drawers. That's the secret.
Oh my God, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
That's what the secret is. The secret's out.
Did you hear what he said? I hope none of you are at work, because if you are, turn it down. I do not.
Shout out David McNiner in the building, ladies and gentlemen. David McNiner and the Forever Faithful podcast is out here. What's up, family? Good to see y'all. Good to be seen. Kylie, it's not that he isn't going to be some super player. I'm not saying he's a sorry player,
right.
But I'm talking about the draft process. He was consensus ranked way down,
Yeah.
and we had needs for way upper. He might be the second coming of Jerry Rice. They both from Mississippi, or they went to a Mississippi college. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's terrible. I'm not saying he's garbage. I ain't saying this. I ain't saying that. But I have seen the draft process of Kyle and John yield some questionable stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. This isn't an indictment on these players. And the players, if you're looking, which I know some of y'all do, it's all well and good. I hope y'all ball out and you make the Hall of Fame. Trust me. But don't pee in my face and tell me it's raining when it comes to draft processes.
Lord have mercy.
That's all I'm saying. Go ahead. What you got?
I think now's the time for Jesus to take the wheel.
No, you just gotta have you gotta have a direct conversation, Reg. I gotta make it understood that it's because people will shift the argument. People shift the argument.
Well, I mean, they shift the argument like they moved the goalpost, right?
Yeah, but you ain't gonna shift it here. I'm gonna stand on my principles. I'm gonna tell you, hey, in the game of chess, you know what you need to do? Occupy the center of the board, capture towards the middle, castle quick. That's just the principles of it. This is what I know. It don't mean that you can. I maybe can't beat you, but I know the principles of this thing, and you ain't gonna talk me off of it.
You have the foundation.
I know what it is. Yeah, I play golf. You know what matters? That scorecard. Put down a 4 on a par 4. That's par. Put down a 3, that's a birdie. Don't matter how you did it.
You did it, right.
You did it.
Check.
Ain't no style points on a golf scorecard. There's no style points.
Well, see, okay. So everything you're saying is right. There's style points on this 49er squad. We all know that. So let me say this. Actually, no, let me read quick. So super early to say, but I will anyway. Sterling has all the attributes needed and is in the right system to make him a future Hall of Famer. I can agree with that. Now it is just up to him to step up and make it happen. So let me add a little secret sauce to this, because that's a good cogent point, right? Nice pterodon word. I dropped that in there, right? If you don't fit, this is all for naught. If you don't mesh well, it's up for you. Period. I said what I said, right?
Yeah.
The word, I told you this, not that long ago. We've been talking for almost an hour. And that one word is still gonna nag this team, and that word is fit. Go ahead. Right? See, I could go on a whole ass diatribe, pardon my language, but I'm not, because there's nothing to go on a diatribe about. But again, just me, right? Just my take. Part of this is me sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? If we could compare this to the New York Knicks, oh my God, where can we have Mike Brown until we figure this shit out? That's all I'm asking. but that I'm joking, of course. But at the end of the day, if you're not fitting with the rest of the squad, with, like I said, with the other trainers, the other coaches, and the main head coach, it's all for naught. I hate to say that. But hey, this guy, this kid could come in, the stripling guy could come in and be, like you said, the second coming, right? We don't know. We don't know. And the unknowns of the draft is what kills our fan base.
That is
unknowns.
Yeah.
Right?
Now,
like you remember the conversation you had with Wolfie really quick, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Quick. The conversation you and Wolfie were going back and forth about it being like a lottery ticket. Like, would you really bet the farm on the draft? That means everything you worked for, TD, your job, your home, your car, everything. Hell, your kids while we messing around, your grandkids while we messing around, right? Would you put all that on the line for the draft? or would you stick with? No, I don't want to say stick with. I don't mean to say it like that. But would you go with what you know and what you trust? Right? You
Yeah.
keep all your stuff. You're going with what you trust versus taking this enormously huge leap of faith.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with the draft, right? Just me, again, just me. I mean, people in chat, jump in because I know not what I speak. Let y'all tell it. I'm the second coming to to an analyst, but I digress. I say that to say these people can be, I mean, Fernando Mendoza might be a bust for the Raiders. We don't know. Just
Yeah.
because you went undefeated with the Hoosiers, and how often has that happened? Never, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and how often do you have the trilogy of a Heisman Trophy winner, college football championship winner, and first round, first overall, all this stuff? How
Okay.
often do you get that? Right? I mean, we don't know. I hope he stays healthy. I hope he does well. I still think he'll do. I'm not saying 14-3, but I give the Raiders 10 wins. I mean, I don't see why not. But at the same time, that's up to them, just like it's up to us.
There you
All of
go.
these teams that we talk, excuse my French, but all these teams that we talk shit about, guess what, baby? They play their best when they come to visit. Remember that. Go ahead.
Indeed.
I'm done.
All right.
Go ahead.
Now,
Yes, sir.
second point to my argument,
Okay.
because everybody's like Deshaun Stribling could be great. And again, I'm not saying he's not.
Right. Sure.
What I am putting under the microscope is the history of draft choices by the San Francisco 49ers.
Right.
Now,
Track
history is best rewarder of our research.
Yes, sir. I agree.
And we have receipts.
Uh-oh.
Let me go. Let's look at the San Francisco 49ers and Kyle's picks for the last, I don't know, few years.
Not too bad. Not so many bad ones. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Not terrible. I don't you take
Okay.
that and run with it. But
Okay.
not horrible because I see
let's-
about 5 or 6 underneath their asses beat. But
let's just run them down. Let's
okay, go ahead.
run a few down.
Okay.
Let's go back to 2022.
Okay.
Drake Jackson, y'all, where he at?
Stop.
I'll wait.
Oh wow. Oh Ted. Nah. How terrible. Oh Ted.
Tyron
Shout out Kelly. That's a joke for us.
Tyron Davis Price, TDP, y'all. Where he at?
Go ahead.
Danny Gray, y'all. A receiver. High draft choice as a receiver. 4.3 speed. 4.2, 4, I don't know. 40 else. I don't know. Where you at?
Damn. I get that. I see what you mean.
Let's move to the next year.
Well, you know what, TD? Can we rewind back maybe to 2021?
Let the preacher finish. Hold on. Don't
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yet.
Go for it. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Jair Brown, y'all know how I feel about him. How you doing?
Oh boy.
Jake Moody. He fit.
Oh God, that guy.
He fit. How you doing, y'all?
You sure did.
Cameron Latu. Where you at? I'll wait. Robert Beal. I think it's junior. How you doing? What's going on? Huh? I'm preaching better than y'all amening. Come, you better tell me something. Ricky P, how you do, y'all? I know he got shot. I know he got shot. I know he got shot.
Oh Lord.
I know he got shot. But before he was shot, do y'all remember he showed up with that blue jersey? He was already hurt. His shoulder was already hurt before he got shot. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, God. I said
Come on,
something, y'all.
talk to me, somebody. Y'all know how I feel about Ronaldo Green.
Beautiful day outside.
Okay,
Oh, all right.
okay.
I'm gonna let you finish.
As a Garindo, if these players had hit, would there be a need
To draft.
to be
Right.
drafting another wide receiver
Right.
and running
Yeah.
back?
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Go. Okay, but preacher. But.
Go ahead, boo. Go ahead. You talk to me. You
Oh
talk.
my God.
You speaking for the world. You
Look.
I'm just here.
Oh my God.
I'm just here.
I'm like, but.
Go ahead.
But if they get drafted and they don't play, I just go, what's the point of doing it then? Also, that speaks to a lot of the zero numbers too. But I'm done. Go ahead. CMC. I'm just saying. I'm just talking because the second he goes down, TD, and you know I'm right. And this is not me countering anything that you're saying because I agree. In all seriousness, if you don't let these running backs that are behind CMC get that time and I'm not saying they got to go hundreds of yards and all this stuff, right? They don't have to rack up, 100 yards every week, right? Because that would be 1,700 yards in the season, which is like, astronomical. But I mean, damn, can we, if it's first and 10 and we get, 8 yards instead of CMC, let the backup do it. Let him get his, hey, right? If it's 2nd and 2, I don't see why not. If it's 2nd and 6, would I trust the draft pick or would I trust CMC? Right? Or you know what? Hey, throw out the mixed bag. It wouldn't hurt, right? It's not like you have shit to lose. Excuse my language, but it's not like you have anything. There's no loss in that, right?
Okay.
So if you don't play them and you drafted them, what do you at the NFL draft for? Like, what is the point? If you have better seems to me you have better luck when you, like you said, get the free agent. Then another thing that stuck out in that interview with Tom Tolbert was the age. Remember, he said that we're trying to get more youth. That touched me because then it makes me think of CMC, right? George Kittle, hell, Kyle Juszczyk for that matter. I mean, the guy's not that far behind me in age, right? We're not that far apart in age. What, about 7-8 years? That's nothing, right? So those are things that you have to, that if we're gonna talk about the draft, talk about it all. Talk about the age and injury history. Like everybody was so, gung ho about, Nick Bosa, but he already had an injury. Remember that? Then they drafted him. Granted the injury didn't happen for a couple of years after the fact, but still, it still happened. You know what I mean? And then it happened a second time. So now it's a total of 3 injuries just under that one person. So, your argument about this drafting is super, 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 super valid. I think there's some other points that, not that you or anyone else is missing it. I just think that sometimes those factors tend to get overlooked because we're looking at one thing or another, whatever the case may be. Tried hanging himself. Stop it!
I heard Jake Moody tried hanging himself, but survived because he couldn't kick the chair from under.
Y'all in this dark ass humor. Y'all going to hell.
Dang, man. I should have a laugh track set up. I'm gonna get a laugh track set up because that was a good one. That was a good one.
But that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to really get argumentative about this, TD. Why? Because the one word or two, and we talked about it, right? We've been at this for an hour, is fit and the unpredictability, right? And the unknowns, right? The unpredictable equals unknown to me. You got members of other, other fan bases.
That's fine, having the fit in the unknown and the knowns and known knowns, and there are unknown unknowns. Donald Rumsfeld once said that. But when I look at us drafting a rookie wide receiver and a rookie running back 2025, you got a wide receiver from Mississippi, right?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Jordan Watkins. Wait, Did he play last year?
I'm gonna be quiet. This is the part where your parents used to tell you to stay in a child's place. I'm staying right where I belong. Okay.
Jordan James. I saw him at the at garbage time in the divisional. So how do these rookies usually fare?
Okay,
And,
wait.
you know,
Before,
just my history, y'all. Y'all tell me.
it is.
Y'all tell me. This is
Okay.
their system. This
It
is
is.
their consensus. This is their process. This is their big board. But what have you shown me with this
Right.
in the past 6, 7, 8 years?
Well, TD, I would love to answer that, but we have a birthday in the chat. We have a birthday in the chat. There he is. Ah! Yeah. Happy birthday, Rod. Let's go. Let's go.
Happy birthday, Rod. Happy
birthday, Rod.
My main man, Rod Cali in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Rod Cali in the building. I thought I sent you the deal, but I don't know. Maybe you can get on. Maybe you can. It's on Instagram.
Please, yes.
Trying to get you in the
my
shizzle,
God.
first shizzle,
Dennis,
as I make my
elephant is in
mizzle
the
and my
chat.
point
Jump
dizzles.
in.
So
Jump
I won't.
right on in.
He says, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank
May
you. Thank you."
babies, let's go. The power of the emerald. Let's go. Yes.
Let's go.
That's how you guys feel about the chat. Let's go. And then you don't get the draft you want. Damn. 2 seconds after
He
the
says,
draft.
Tanisha says, "Happy birthday, Rod." Rod giving symbols. What season is it? Still Taurus?
Gemini.
Gemini season.
Yeah.
Gemini season, ladies and gentlemen. Gemini season. They're twins here. There's the good and there's the bad. Hey, have you checked out Nemesis on
I don't have. Was that
Netflix?
Netflix? As if it is, I do not have it, but I have been hearing about
Netflix? Y'all check out Nemesis, man. It's number 1 now in the country. I think it's because I put it out there, but I'm gonna claim it anyway. But Nemesis on Netflix is number 1, trending number 1 on Netflix. Y'all get out there and check it out.
Yeah, I remember you said that before. Yeah.
Okay, so
But no, I mean, back to what we were saying. Like, I mean, I just you're putting everything you've worked your ass off for.
Hey,
Stout. I'm dead.
it could make it.
I can't.
It could be fine. I'm just putting on the indictment is on their process a little bit, man. The indictment is just on their process. That's all.
TD, as passionate as you are about this, see why I'm just like, because it's the same argument every single week with everybody. Not you.
Thank you, Tanisha. You did your homework. Thank you. It is a good
Isn't she
series.
the best student in class?
I want to talk about it more and give it I want to have a show about it because it was so much in there. There's some guys from The Wire in there, and the writing by Courtney Kemp, who wrote Power, and she's wrote for The Good Wife and The Good Fight, and you see her influences from different movie genres, particularly the movie Heat. It was just awesome. Episode 6. If you just want to see the baddest gunfight since Heat, with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino and Michael T. Williams and Dennis Hainsworth, and please check out episode 6 of Nemesis. It is fire for grown men with every measure, baby. All right. I had some more of Kyle and John. They're talking about what's important to us, which should be important to them, winning the Super Bowl. Some more from Tom Tobert, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the Tom Tobert Show. Y'all giving them shout out on this one. We're talking winning Super Bowls.
And we have built it through the draft. Like the guys that, I look at Christian McCaffrey, I look at Trent, two guys that we traded for. But I look at almost every single other person as homegrown draft picks. And so I also think we got about 5 Hall of Famers on our team eventually. So I know there's been some damn good draft picks. I know we've put together a talented team, but I also know there's misses. There's going to be misses, and you got to keep working and be hard on yourself, because the less misses you have, the longer you can keep that talented team.
Yeah. Something I've always wondered in every sport is because it's odd to me that it's all about the championships. And I get it. And that's just the way we are here in America. It's like we don't want to hear second place. But when people say, and they've said it about you haven't won the big one. I go, well, he hasn't won the last big one, but I would consider the game against Detroit a big one, the game against Green Bay the big one, game at Green Bay. Like, there are big games. It's just the biggest one. And it seems like everybody's so consumed with big picture, no one gets into the micro, like the journey.
Right.
And I always ask people this, and I'd be curious to get your guys' thoughts on it. If you had 10 years, you could win 1 Super Bowl and be in the playoffs one other time. The other 8, you don't even make the playoffs. Or 10 years of making the playoffs. Maybe you lose a couple Super Bowls, get to a couple NFC championship games. You don't get to taste the Super Bowl, but you're in the hunt. And most people choose the championship, and I understand why. But the journey is so long. It's a 4 or 5 month journey that you're on each year. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the 4 or 5 month journey. Look, I'm not saying I'm going to know. If I knew but going into that 10 years, I'd be like, I'm going to be disappointed if every year. That kind of sucks. But if I didn't know, how do you guys look at it? Because the Super Bowl is a thing. We get that. So is the NBA championship. So is the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
But what's longer is the regular season. And if you can put a good team out there that keeps me entertained and interested for 4 or 5 months, to me, I mean, I may be different, but that's a product worth following. So, I mean, how would you look at it? Championship, 1 other playoffs, 8 out of the playoffs, or 10 in the playoffs straight?
Well, since you said one scenario was having a Super Bowl, I haven't heard one word since you've said since.
So that's it, Super Bowl.
So that's how we think, and that's how we live our life. But I mean, when you put it that way in perspective, you're thinking of fans and stuff, and just, I mean, I have seen teams fortunately win a Super Bowl in just some random year, and then go through 6 different coaches over the next 9 years, and no one really cares about them. They just have this one random year. That's, I think, what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that sucks to me. Like, you want a team to always compete, that always has a chance. And it's where, in order to do that, you got to have a good organization. And that's what we do have. But when you taunt that Super Bowl championship or something like that, someone and how I live, I think that's all I hear after that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. It's the ultimate goal, right? It's the ultimate goal. You say you've won the big one, or the biggest one. How do you view it? You've won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting. And I think, I don't know, maybe I would go with the one champ. I'm an Angels fan.
Yeah.
They won in 2002. That was fun. They beat the Giants, which kind of sucked. But they've been dog shit for 10 years. Mike Trout's played in 3 playoff games. I know the season's over now. They played 40 seasons over. And I know that going in. I've known that. And I was like, God, it'd be so nice to have like a team that I could follow throughout the summer. Then maybe they lose in the playoffs, but I mean, at least I get something interesting to watch. Like, season's over.
Yeah.
And like, if you're playing on a bad football team a month into the season, your season may be over. It's like, oh, this sucks.
Well,
as a player,
I think that's wisdom and perspective. And I think you're right on that, to where, I mean, if it was all said and done and I'm retired and sitting here and I was like, man, we had 1 Super Bowl, but those next 9 years, like, we ran the organization in the dirt. We sucked every year. Like, man, I'm not totally proud of that. Or if you look when it's all said and done, like, man, we did a lot of good things. I'm sick we didn't get that.
Yeah.
But man, I'm really proud of what we did as a group for a long period of time. I might take that other perspective, but when you're in it, it's not a question.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And trust me, if you won the Super Bowl, you wouldn't have 9 straight years of missing the playoffs.
Hey.
Okay.
Age-old question. Eric Crocker asked me this in 2019. I think it was 2019.
Would you rather?
Would you rather be in the mix and relevant for 10 years or and not win a Super Bowl, but come close, or win that Super Bowl and go through whatever it is to rebuild, restructure, redo in for the next 10 years. And I told him, it's been 30 years there, buddy.
30 long, 31.
I
now.
tell you, yeah, I tell you what, just give me the Super Bowl and I will tell you your answer. I will make you feel your answer. But a lot of people feel like, hey, as long as you relevant, long as we in the mix, as long as we having success, as long as we have a winning record, it's nice to just go to the games. It's nice to participate and say, oh, they're gonna do better next year. They're gonna get, I am sorry for all the people in the building. I am not that MFer.
Oh,
you
whoa.
get a damn championship or you get your ass on up out of here. That's how I go. Simple as that.
Okay. Can I?
The floor is yours.
Oh, okay. So, Will, what had happened was no. In that little segment, I know it's not the whole thing, so you can't really, base an opinion off of that little snippet. Sounded like a lot of goalposts moving to me. Sounded like a lot of, we're here. Sounded like a lot of that to me. Y'all,
Kyle seems to, express.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He wants the chip, and I'm not, this ain't an indictment on Kyle. It's just the
no. Yeah.
It's a declaration on the kind of fan.
Of course.
That Paradome is. Maybe that comes
absolutely.
I don't mind knocking a man out. I'm different. I'm a little different, but I just want you to know where I'm at versus where you're in wherever you are. It is not wrong. You're a fan. You love the SF. It's all good. Either way. But I want you to emphatically know how Paradome feels and how Paradome thinks.
Yes. So I'll say this because I'm there. I'm pretty much right there with you. I mean, you don't take these kind of pictures. You don't wear this when you're sick and tired of sick and tired. That's love for your team. Period. Just me from what I just kind of saw from the snippet, because like I said, you can't make you can't make this finalized decision off of like 30 seconds or a minute, whatever the case may be. I did catch a little bit of the, it's time. I'm sick of this shit. Just saying. I did get a little bit of and then also too, you can kind of I think you can make a case, not a whole argument on it. Because again, it's a short little thing. You can even say, well, he's just acting like, we're here, we're relevant. So my would you rather would be, hell yeah, get that thing and be irrelevant. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
it's time. I mean,
I don't mind going 2-15, 3-3 and 14, right? 4 and 14.
Saying. Yeah.
If I got a new shiny Lombardi,
I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah, bye. I will understand. Hey, we're gonna take 2-3
right.
years, but it's been 2 franchises in our division.
Yeah.
In the past 10 years, that have
gone to and
won.
Yep.
Went down to the bottom of the barrel and came back up the other side and won another one.
Exactly.
The 1-2, as well as Seattle is
franchises. Yeah, not 1 TD, but 2 in our division.
And
2.
we already
one of them in our building. Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, ouch. We've been in the mix for 10 years, so we've had this social experiment. Is there any more to talk about?
Well, can you bring up the comment from Red Zone? Let's read that.
Red Zone, ladies and gentlemen.
I want you to
says
no, not that.
Super Bowl. That's what I said. I'd rather be in the mix and win a few if we're being honest. What, multiple Super? Oh yeah, that's
that's what I mean.
do-
Yeah, I'm like,
dude.
we're talking
I
about
want to
Super
run
Bowls
off. I want to get everything the devil has stole from me. I deserve 4, but no. I'm gonna tell you honestly, if we would have did things right since 2000, maybe this the curse of Tom Brady versus Giovanni Carmazzi. If we would have drafted Tom Brady back in 2000 like we were supposed to, instead of Giovanni Carmazzi, Red Jet Shell, what are we looking at, man?
I know. There's another comment from Britt.
If I could add them 7, if I could add them 7 championships to the already, well, we got 5 back here. What are we talking about, man?
I know. I get it. Look at the comment. There you go. Just because you win a Super Bowl doesn't mean you automatically fall off and can't stay relevant or even repeat. Case in point, the Wall Sheriff. Ding.
That's all I'm saying.
Ding.
What's better than 1 fish sandwich? 2 fish sandwiches. What's better than 2 fish, 3 fish sandwiches? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this man behind me?
Michael J.O. J.R. Jordan. Michael
Hey,
Jordan.
man, I don't get tired of winning, and I'd love to win your money.
We're down.
I simply don't get tired of it. But it, just answering the question and giving me the hypothetical.
Right.
I'd rather have that 1 chip and
just
go
one.
what I got to go through for 10 years. That's all.
I mean, I think as fans, I think we would Brady have been the same person in our system back then.
Yes,
it's like I still say I don't know, only because
he would have won more than Giovanni Carmazzi. I bet that. I can say that definitively.
Well, I mean, I'll say this: we'll never know because we'll never know. So the long and short answer of it, right, or the long and short, pathway to that answer.
You got Giovanni Carmazzi, man.
See, that's another thing. Another thing.
Giovanni.
When we talk about what words, okay, let's just get everybody involved when we talk about this one guy named Walsh. Throw out one word, y'all. When you hear the word Walsh, what comes to your mind? One word. I can think of one. I can think of several.
Genius.
Bing. Championships. Bing. Well, this is a lot. This is a lot of words, but
just a pure
not being the player's friend, because we almost lost Jerry Rice. Y'all don't act like y'all forgot that shit. I'm just saying. We almost lost somebody named Montana too. Just saying. I'm just talking.
We did what we did.
I don't know shit.
It is. It's Walsh. That those come around once, twice in a lifetime, in a generation.
Yeah.
You just don't bottle lightning like that. But he gave you the groundwork. He done gave you the blueprint. He gave of himself. He left legacy, and that's all we can do in this life. Fight the good fight. Keep the faith, and be leave a legacy. I preached a word called the dash a long time ago. That dash in between the year you're born and the year you go to heaven is an acronym. It's things you did, how you acted, what you said, and did you have him? DASH. And you go on to glory. When your time is going to be up, it's going to be up, and you're going to let the work that you've done speak for you. That's all that will be left. Shout out to my good friends who I just had funerals for, Miss Mary Cherry and Elder Jean Briggs, 2 incredible ladies who just left a legacy of helping, praying, being good followers of Christ. Salt of the earth people. If y'all would have knew them, it's just absolutely incredible, man. But they live their life to leave a legacy. Right. And that's what you every day. I'm trying to leave a life of legacy. Because you ain't here long, and it's a fleeting instance. The Bible says 1,000 years is one day to God, and one day 1,000 years. He operating on eternity, and you operating on a chronological day, week, month, second thing. This thing is a fleeting quickness.
I mean, we just lost 2 basketball players. One was in his 20s, the other one was my age. Right? We just lost Kyle Busch. Right? He was only
DJ Rob
41.
Bates.
Rob Bates, thank you. We just lost so many. I mean, we're talking, kids or no kids, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
You left an imprint on this world. Rob Bates infused rap and house music, and it just exploded, right?
Man.
And I mean, how many can you say can do that? You know what I mean? And it just. I mean, It Takes Two was #1 for God knows how long. You know what I mean? Like in mind's eyes, probably still is. In our eyes, it is, right?
You get in where you fit in, and you most of it. You make absolute most of it.
Exactly, and that's why I say I cannot. For me, and you know me, I never speak for other people. I can only speak for for self, right?
Yeah.
I cannot worry about the what ifs. Okay. I cannot concern myself with things that I cannot control. Period. I cannot, if I have that common sense, which I know all sense ain't common, and if I have that, it's called, it's a serenity prayer, right? If you live off of that as best you can, and nobody's perfect. No one's trying to be.
Oh no.
I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live in peace and harmony right now, and try to, if I want grace, I have to give grace, right? You have to give grace. You must give respect to earn respect. Shout out 5, rest in peace. That's another one that was far too young to die. Younger than I am now. He would have been around Rob Bates' age. They were about the same age. So I say all that to say, if I put all my what ifs into a draft, well, what if this and this and this and this? Baby, I can't control that. Even if I could. The outcome is not going to be what I would want it to be anyway. Why? Because I don't have control over the outcome.
It does.
Period. Nobody does, right?
You line up and make the best decisions you can, and you do the absolute best you can. That's all we do. That's all. Brady benefited too much from Belichick. Probably would have had the same results with the 49ers as those were the dark days of the franchise and revolving door of coaches. It was back then.
Yeah, it was.
But all I'm saying is, man, if you got a chance between Tom Brady and Giovanni Carmazzi,
not Giovanni.
Giovanni,
you have to give people grace. We are not giving people grace. Ding. No.
We got Giovanni Carmazzi for real. It was the 2000 draft.
Right.
2000 draft. We went Julian Peterson, Ahmad Plummer, John Elgenberger. These were 2 defensive ends, or defensive back and a defensive end. Jason Webster, Giovanni Carmazzi, Jeff Ulbrich, John Keith, Paul Smith, John Millam, Tim Rattay. Remember Tim Rattay? I do remember that. And Brian Jennings. That was the 2000 draft. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Didn't work, but hey,
I mean, it's almost like hearing the murmurs. It's almost like hearing the murmurs about Candlestick making a return, and if it happens, it would come back as early as 2030. And I'm like, okay. If it does, hey, that's awesome. It's a big fat maybe. It's a huge maybe. But
Midnight Junior in Snowflake. If that ain't a title for a great book, Midnight Junior is
Does sound like a
is-
good book, right?
I will always
Little page-turners.
tell your families you love them because you can be here today and gone tomorrow. I thank God every morning when I wake up in the morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Midnight Junior and Snowflake. I think those are the cats. Those must be
Probably.
the cats. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know,
Cool.
not
That's a cool name.
stereotyping, but a lot of people name their black animals Midnight and their white animals Snowflake.
Or
No
I know one
racism.
that's named his black cat Knight, like for Knight Rider.
Yeah,
'Cause the
yeah.
car was black,
It's
yeah.
something nice, you know, and it's
Nice.
a jazzy and it's fitting.
It is
Midnight just it's me, Michael Cantanzaro from Rumble. What's up, Big Mike? Oh man, let me hit the air horn. This man followed me from Rumble Sports. I love Rumble too, man. People be hating on Rumble. Rumble been good to me. Rumble been good to me. What do you say? Midnight Junior passed. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Midnight Junior going on to glory. Blessings and you know, keeping your strength, man. People get so attached to their animals.
I mean,
really attached. They become part of the fam. People, man. People have called 911 to give CPR to their dog. Yeah, man. Yeah, people love them animals, man. People love them animals.
You know you love your dog. You know you do, TD. You know you love your dog.
That is D's dog.
What's his name again? I forgot. What's his name again?
Dexter.
Dexter, that's right.
He in there asleep now. He's smarter than everybody in the house. All he do is sit around and look.
You love that dog. If something happened to that dog, you go lose it.
That dog ain't worth nothing. As soon as somebody come in here with some Popeyes chicken, he'll let them in here and steal everything in the house.
So am I. My dogs are punks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My mom will leave the door wide open. It is going in there. Ain't nothing in there. Couple TVs.
Wouldn't he bark? If you throw him a piece of Popeyes, boy, he'd be like, ooh. Hey, you want to know where the money at? This is the master bedroom over here.
Going in there. Ain't nothing in there.
Yeah, go on in there, man. Just give me that. You got 2 pieces.
You got some food for me, dog? I ain't gonna bite you. I ain't gonna bark. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Give me a piece of
car
that chicken.
right over there.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna tell the cops. Yeah, that boy. Sorry, I don't know what. Let me. I got one more to add to this. Was the best part of the interview for me?
Okay.
For me, again, I want y'all to watch it in its entirety. It's on 49ers web zone. The writer, I forgot his name. It was Mike Masala, I think. It's in that with it's the Tom Tolbert show, so you can find that on YouTube as well. But just a candid interview, and like they said, they were sitting down there drinking that good vodka and Red Bull, blueberry Red Bull, and their hair were down, and they was in the back in Alamino County, just having a day. So, you know, shout out to them. You know, they got it in, and they, you know, they gave you a little bit of insight.
Ghosts.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Because like you and I know as a player sometimes, and it's funny when I talk to Steve about this because he's a player and a coach, and he is now.
Little thing to cover your ass, so to speak. Is that the best thing to help you win that game? And it can be, but
yeah.
But it also will be the reason you don't if
it's
that's all you work on.
Yeah, resources.
Call as players we're chasing ghosts.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Because like you and I know as a player sometimes, and it's funny when I talk to Steve about this because he's a player and a coach, and he goes, I'm a coach. I mean, I'm totally into all this. We got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. And as a player, I'm like, can we just go? I mean, geez, I'm done. I'm toast. I don't want to do this anymore.
Inevitably, something comes up, and you're like, dang, now I see why we do that.
Yep,
you know? And
absolutely.
It happens every year. It happens every game. To be honest with you.
All right, a couple more. I'll let you guys get on out of here. When did I'll let both of you guys take a crack at this? When did you guys know that Brock Purdy could be what Brock Purdy is now?
It's I mean, to say what he is now, I mean, now he has been so great, but I mean, he impressed us the first day he got there. I mean, we really liked him coming out of college. Just going through the whole draft thing that year, he was one of our favorite quarterbacks in the draft. But you go off, what people say, off your experience of a guy with his height, weight, and speed and stuff, where they usually get drafted. And so we gave him a 4th round draft pick. We would have rather taken him in the 4th round than, I don't remember who the guys were, but I believe than any quarterback we would have taken in the 1st round. It's about that. But it's like, well, why don't you take him in the 4th round? Based off our experience, I don't think he'll get drafted. And we said that, but maybe we will. If we're in the 7th, we have an extra one. When he got here, the way he looked with his few reps was so impressive. And we were trying to get Jimmy ready. We were trying to get Trey ready, and Jimmy was competing with him to see who went. And I've told this story before, but I remember Jed coming in after a lot of training camp practices and always say, who's looking better, Jimmy or Trey? And it was a couple of days I was frustrated. And I was just like, I'm just telling you, it's the 3rd guy. It's that guy and he's like, what? Who? I'm like, I'm just telling you, it's him. And I remember the first time Brock got in was after we were playing Kansas City. It was Christian McCaffrey's first game. Played like 15 plays. We traded for him that Friday, and we were getting beat pretty bad. So we put Brock in the last drive for some mop-up duty, and he just came in out of nowhere and threw a pick. It was a 2-minute drill. Didn't do that good. And I remember I get in the locker room after the game, and Jed's like, well, I saw the guy you thought's the best. That didn't look that good. And I'm like, it didn't. You're right. We'll see. Don't judge him to that. And then a couple weeks later, everyone got hurt. And it's like, hey, we're finally going to see your guys' guy. Is he going to be this good? I'm like, whoa. I said I liked him for like that. No, I don't know what he's going to do now. And then he won 7 games in a row. And it's this. So it's
Kyle's greatest quality. He's got like this truth serum at all times, even when the owner's there. Like, dude, you don't need to tell him that. But you know what? It's the way we roll. But I will say, look, we did wait. He was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick in the draft. So, but like Kyle said, we did value him. We really did. We had good process with him. We had a lot of conviction. Greasy, I remember. I always talk about Steve Slowick, the scout in that area. He had talked to his college coach, and Matt Campbell was a stud. And Matt said, this guy changed our program. And when a coach talks to you like that, that speaks to you. That he has us competing at Iowa State against Oklahoma. That speaks to you. Then they Zoom with them. It was COVID time, and we were still in the scouting where you had to do Zooms, and they Zoom with them, and man, they get a really good feel. But then I think the most impressive, I remember standing back there with Kyle. There's an old saying, like for guys that are on the fringe of the roster, like don't count your reps, make your reps count. It's a hard thing to do at quarterback. If you only have 4, it's pretty easy to go through your progression, check it down, and say, okay, I did my job. Not Brock. Brock was coming back, and boom, tight window. We were going kind of looking at each other, and then we're looking around and see Trent Williams looking at Kittle. Everyone kind of felt it early because he was going out and just playing on instinct and raw ability and just letting it rip, as Kyle says. And it was impressive. He did it right away, and it was noticeable right away. Now, did we know he'd be as good as he would become as early as he? No, we didn't know that. And I think that Miami game, though, showed us right away.
Oh, definitely.
They brought the kitchen sink at him. I'll never forget a throw to Kittle where Brian Flores was the coordinator. He's famous for coming at quarterbacks. He came at him, and he threw a little bang 8 to Kittle, and it was like a big time throw, and it was like, wow.
Okay. That night in bed, to answer your question, that might have been the first time I was like, we might have something special, because I was so sick about. I thought we had such a good team, and we had Trey was already on IR. And then Jimmy just broke his ankle, and he was basically I don't know if he went on
Jalen
IR.
Phillips dragged him.
Yeah, and I was and so I'm home that night, not even thinking about what the game. I'm just like, oh, we're down to our last quarterback. We have such a good team. And then once I stopped thinking about him laying in bed, I'm like, holy shit, he played unbelievable tonight. He's always been good in practice, but like what he just came into and some of the stuff that Flores put at him and the way the style of what he did was different. And I remember coming to work that Monday, just like, we got a shot, and doesn't look like it, but we might be playing with our best guy now. Yeah. And it showed. We didn't lose a game after that till he tore his UCL in the NFC Championship.
I think those are the 2 things that stick out to me was the Miami game, the poise he had. And then I don't know if the following week was the Tampa game or the week after was the Tampa game. I can't remember where it fell.
It was a few weeks later, I think.
I wasn't that far removed from him taking over.
No,
And I remember
think
you-
it might have been the next.
It may
I
have
think
been.
it was the next
There's
game.
2 Tampa games.
Yeah.
Because I remember you called a play,
Yeah.
and it may have been, I think it may have been IU down the left side.
Yep.
And it was the end of the first half, and you guys were up in that game. And I thought to myself, you know what?
Double move.
Why
Yeah.
push it? You could
Yeah.
fucking kick a field goal here. You could go
No,
up by like
exactly what you're
17
talking
or
about.
whatever, and you let him rip it down the left side, and you end up getting another touchdown. And I thought to myself, wow, like that is something so early in his career that you already trust him to make that decision instead of just saying, you know what? This has been a really good first half. Let's not fuck it up. Let's just fucking kick a field goal. We'll get out of here. We'll be good. But you pushed it with him, and it paid off with a touchdown. I remember that play. Like that play sticks out vividly in my head. The Miami, the poise, and then that play, the trust you had in him calling that play at the end of the first half to really kind of bury them, just kind of jumps out to me.
Oh, he gave
Yeah, that's me. Talking about my boy, man.
Yeah.
I felt it in Miami too.
Yeah.
You were supposed to pee your pants with that. It was the Michael. I think Michael Flores was there. It was a former New England DC that was there, and New England guys dial it up, man. I studied Coach Belichick and their record against like rookie quarterbacks was they're the ones who made Sam Darnold see ghosts. You remember that clip of Sam Darnold said, "Man, I'm seeing ghosts out there." Because Bill Belichick and his staff will crush a rookie. They will bury you because they run out of so many different fits. They run out of a too high. They'll come down to Robert. They got pre-snap and then post-snap, and they will just blitz from nowhere and have you like, hold on. I think we're playing 14 people out here. It's supposed to be 11 on the field. And Brock just had that poise, man, and throwing darts. And then the next game against Tampa, it was the first play of the game. He made a mistake, and I think the running back was supposed to go this way, and he turned that way, and then the fake didn't work, so he got cracked, and his rib was messed up from that point forward, but he still balled against Tampa, and then he went up there to Seattle and did the Russell Wilson slide on him and held that ball out. I said, boy, I ain't got to see no more. That's your guy.
Yeah.
That's
something Lynch said, and Brick brought it up too. It was about the reps. Don't count the reps. Make them count.
Make the reps count.
Reps count. Yeah. I couldn't agree with that.
That's real
more.
deal. That's
like,
these
that's probably the one enduring thing that he's said. And I'm just like,
that's
shout
how
out
you
Tom
gotta
Tolbert.
go.
He was because Tom Tolbert was a reporter here for a radio station, and they pretty much fired off their whole staff. So a lot of them have turned to podcast. Tom Tolbert being one of them.
That's how it goes down, though, Jed. These 6th and 7th round guys, they're not gonna get, but 3 reps a game. I mean, 3 reps a practice.
Yeah, even that.
A practice. Right? You might see it, and you can't mess up. You gotta show improve. You ain't got but 3 out of the, I don't know, 40 that day. you get treated. They'll throw you a little, take you a little something, little boy. It's like a little tip. Hey, yard boy. these hedges could use some attention. That's what they call you at the end of practice, and you really got to make it happen, man. You really got to make it happen. That's any position. When you 6th or 7th round, that's why I call them probational. Probation. You get drafted in the first and 2nd round now. Oh, they gonna help you. Oh, don't worry about it, little Dante. You look, we gonna run another one for you, and we gonna run it just for you.
Keep holding your hand.
We gonna tell you what to do now. When you run up there and you see the mailbox, cut it in. they gonna work with you, but not that 6th and 7th round guy, boy. You just like, you know. You're like a gas station attendant at midnight. Just 10 on 6 winch.
Oh my God. Yeah.
My man, Don't Bother Me is in the hizzle for Rizzle. Oh, what's up, my man? Don't Bother Me, man. Good to see you. Good to be seen. What else I had on the agenda, Ridge? At Dante at it again, boy. Dante, man, Dante called out. Well, the narrative is he called out Diamador Lenore. He did it first with Jair Brown, but he kind of said something slick. I can see why it's taken that way, because he named he was going through the schedule and he saw week 11, I believe.
Okay.
We're gonna play the Minnesota Vikings down in Mexico City.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And he said he was at first saying it collectively with the secondary. Oh, y'all better come correct, because Jawan Jennings is gonna be out for blood on that game. And if you know Jawan Jennings, who I really miss already,
right?
Jawan Jennings is gonna say something about your mama, your wife, your kids. Jawan,
that's how we feel it.
He has made people so mad that they have, in post interviews, said, "Man, you ain't supposed to say nothing like that to a man." I don't know what he said. He goes there, but he will get physical with you. He'll block you all the way out of bounds. Right. And Dante said, it's gonna get real physical when Jawan Jennings, like he said, especially you, Diamador Lenore, because you said something slick to me before, and it got a little personal, But he was talking to all of them.
Yeah,
because
call out. Yeah,
if Jawan Jennings is there, man, if you think for 1 minute Jawan Jennings is not gonna be out to get right, boy, you got another thing coming. He don't care if the score is 29-0 and they losing.
He's still gonna get.
He's gonna have something for you. He's gonna block hard. He's gonna block to the echoes of the whistle, and he's going to block you out of bounds. He likes that. And I don't know. Dante said it, but a lot of people just picked up the narrative. Oh, he called out Diamador Lenore. He didn't have to do it. But if you know,
I think sometimes they have to kind of get under your skin to make you stronger, make you better, wake your ass up. That's what it needs to take, right?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't like Juwan leaving either, but at the same time, he took less money, so that's something. There's something.
Hey, it is. I think the die was cast when
same.
When Kyle doesn't really like people who challenge him, and Jawan challenged him. I noticed that he moves on from guys who will, speak up, speak loud, and hey, I ain't this, I ain't that.
Right.
He likes you to,
yeah.
He likes you to just do what I say what I do. Like me, I like you. We're boys, but Jawan, Jawan, he just is.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But they be all right. Yeah, anything else you got on the agenda? It's hour and 43. Let me go ahead and get out of here and go to the stove.
Yeah,
good to see everybody.
I gotta get my butt to Home Depot and get back to my house painting duties. So if you look at my Instagram, it's all there for the whole world to see. Painting the walls and
do you have a sprayer, or are you going with the conventional brushes and rollers?
Conventional rollers, brushes, the whole nine. I have learned so much. So of course I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I started off learning how to clean the wall before you paint it, right? I know a lot of people don't, they just put stuff on the wall. So I even took it a step further. I used you have your vacuum and your attachments, right? So
yeah,
I used the attachments and I vacuumed the wall first, and then I wiped it down. So I'm learning a lot. I took it there, TD. I took it there. So yeah,
it's all in the prep. Did you get some frog tape to tape the
You
side?
know, okay, so check this out. So we had the traditional blue tape. I'm glad that we had the blue tape. Why? Because it's a good learning tool. It was a learning curve for me, right?
Okay.
So I had the blue tape. I'm masking. I'm doing everything. I guess I'm doing it right. But when you pull that tape, that blue tape, and you see the marks, it's like, oh. So I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, you know what? Frog tape. So I go on,
Okay.
I go on Amazon
Okay.
yesterday, and I saw the frog tape. Used it yesterday, and I just pulled the tape today for a section that I did. I'm just like, hallelujah.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah,
That's like
I've been learning by doing. So yeah, when they say if you're doing renovations and they say it's cosmetic like paint and stuff like that, cosmetic is expensive, okay? Like
it is.
paint,
It is. But you
brushes,
can have that
rollers,
job though.
primer, right?
It's worth it. It's worth it to have
It is, yeah, yeah.
you
So
know.
I've learned a lot. My ill-fated attempt to try to save us a few pennies, right? So but so far so good. Couple of walls here and there at a time. So until I until I master it, I've even done like the spackling. I've learned to do that. Yeah,
Oh,
I've
you
done
got
it all. I've
with
been doing it, TD.
the putty and you
Yes,
shave it up
me,
and then you
right?
paint
Imagine that.
it. Yeah, you giving it
Look
some.
at my when you get off when we get off of this, because I'm just gonna jump off. So when you sign off, look at my Instagram. You'll see it. It's all there for the whole world to see. Have fun. Have a good. If you ever need a good laugh at my expenses, look at my Instagram. It's there.
Oh man, you should have did a YouTube video
I
showing
know people telling me. I will. I probably will after I get off. After I
this
sit my
is
butt
how
down
you
finally.
wax
Wax
on,
on.
wax off.
I even did one that says, "I think Mr. Miyagi would be so proud of me."
Mr. Miyagi. Show,
Oh
show me
my god.
on the floor.
It's on the floor. Show me paint the wall. I've
Mr.
learned so
Miyagi got
much.
all
Oh
that
my
free
god.
labor.
Right, right. I mean, like I said, primer's not cheap, paint's not cheap. Even if you just go the basic paint, it's still like $40. So it's like,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So if you guys are doing your home renovation, patience, patience, and just remember, it might not come out the way you hope that it would, but you learn by doing. So I'm glad I'm doing it. I really wanted to do it. I mean, I've been in the house now. We've been homeowners. Dare I say I've been a homeowner for almost a decade? Golly, it goes so fast, right? So super
Equity.
blessed, right? Super blessed to be just in a position to even do this and be able to afford it with all the stuff going on right now. Just being
Yeah,
able to just walk into a Home Depot and buy the stuff is just like,
you
thank you,
you're
Jesus.
lucky it ain't gas.
Child, 6.45 a gallon, right? I mean, let's not get into it.
Y'all at
I'm gonna have to push this
645.
on Home Depot.
Oh,
I have to push this on Home Depot, literally. But just to be in a position to
645.
be, man, yeah, in some areas, yeah. Oh, and this is for everybody. So if gas is driving you crazy and you just can't take it anymore, there is an app that can help you. It is called the Upside, UPSIDE,
Upside.
and it's also for not only just gas but for restaurant, for groceries as well. So if it helps you, I say download it and you just link what I have is my bank card. So I link my bank card to the account. You get the money back. You can cash it out at any time. Yes, it is real.
You get
It's your money.
cash
Yep.
back on your purchases,
Get cash
right?
back on your purchases. Yep, and they add
So
up. They don't expire. You can do, like I said, you can cash out at any time. So yeah, check it out. If it helps anybody, I fully believe in paying
you
it
see
forward with this.
you see
Go
how
ahead.
easy that was, Cash App, Upside. If
Upside, yeah.
and if you
Yeah.
want us to say that like every day,
I know, right?
by all
Endorsement right here.
get in
Right.
contact with Terradome, and I will endorse you. And we are
Right. I'm trying to tell you, contact, get at them. Say, hey, I've been using the app. It's been working,
because people be watching.
I'm saying,
And I get
you
the
never know who's
views.
watching you, right? You never know who
Yeah.
notices who, right? And who
Hey,
does
man.
what, right? I
I
didn't
blow
even
your
know
stuff
people were
up.
even funny story. So, I do the collages and all that funny stuff, right? I didn't even know somebody from the 49ers was watching them. I was like, shut up. I'm like, okay, I don't know why, but okay. I'm like, but okay.
You never know,
Okay,
man.
you do you.
Have
But
your best shows every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Every
So
time. Every
shout
time.
out to you, and I know Memorial was yesterday. Though you have served, and those who are serving. much love. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about that. They don't get on the politics side, so I'll leave it at much respect.
Well, Memorial Day, those who have passed on in memorial. Veterans Day is straight. You know,
I like to shout you guys out too, because you know what I mean. I like to shout them all. You know what I mean? That's just me. But yeah, no, you're right.
But that's the ultimate sacrifice.
That's the goal of it. Yeah, that's the point of it. Yeah,
in memorial for all of those that we lost. Some, all gave some, but some gave all. And that's what we say, man. So it's a little bit belated, but happy belated Memorial Day, and we honor those who gave everything. Yeah, it's like that. And I miss this dude beside me here, man. That's my man. That's my dad right there. He's gone on to glory. A distinguished veteran of 33 years.
Wow.
But that Jet, I think I'll be back Thursday, because I'm sure somebody gonna get mad at what I said. So
be prepared to be mad on Thursday.
I'll have some more film. I was gonna go into the Jair Brown thing, and I prepared a little film to show y'all how how Dante was saying how Jair was out of pocket. I was gonna give some information to that, but before I can do that, Dante done got mad at somebody else. So
could never end, right?
Yeah, it's like, you know, trying to follow a Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just, but Dante cool, man. I watch it, and I like his show. But I can see why y'all don't, you know, he rubs people the wrong way. I had a best friend coming up like that. My man, shout out Leon, because Leon was my dog. If you ever see Menace to Society, I was kind of like Kane, and Leon was O-Dog. Leon, that's how we came up. It was Kane and O-Dog, and I was in a couple of grades lower than him, and I had to deal with the people. I was in middle school, you know, so I got along a little bit with Wayne and a couple of people, and you know, Gerald and them. But Leon would say, man, I don't like that I don't like that N-word. I don't like that N-word. I won't fight him. I won't fight. I said, Leon, I'm like, chill, man. No, I gotta go to school with him.
Right. That
in
part.
My class, man. Yeah, man, I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm used to a Dante Whitner just kind of rough around the edges. Yeah, he doesn't say it pleasant. Yeah, me and Ellison were talking about, he doesn't know how to say it pleasantly, that, you know, maybe you need a new shower today. No, he wanted those, hey, motherfucker, you stink.
Shut up! See, I was waiting for you. As fans of your show, we just wait so patiently for you to just let the real Pterodome come out.
It's people like that. I would come and be like, you know, I would whisper, I'll pull your coattails and say, hey, man, yeah, you might want to check that out. Oh, no, not Dante and Leon. They just come and they just cut through so everybody can hear. Hey, man, your deodorant broke.
Oh my God! Stop it! That's
they
terrible.
will just say it. It's
wild.
No filter, you know. They like a pal mouth.
That's the filters that you and Ellison have.
Yeah, we have
Ellison
filters.
goes on with the Regal Eagle. All that calm and very, very, very zen. Oh, that's out the window.
I get along with both.
Oh my God.
I know both.
And I'm just sitting here at home just listening like this.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta reach everybody. Speak all languages, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
And with that said, we're gonna end it on right here. Red Jet Shell, thank you so much for being with me today. I will check y'all back out probably Thursday. We'll have some more latest and greatest topics, probably some more to talk about in terms of projections, this schedule, whatever tickles your fancy. Probably have it live so y'all can come on in to the room and say what y'all need to say. And remember, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank y'all so much.